Section B, question number 31. Here are first 5 terms of an arithmetic sequence: 7, 12, 17, 22 and 27. What is the next 2 terms in the sequence? This is the arithmetic series and this is an increasing series. It's not decreasing. It means a number is added. So 7 plus what is 12? 5. 12 plus 5? 17. 17 plus 5? 22. 22 plus 5? 27. Then 27 plus 5? That is 32. And 32 plus 5? 37. So the answer is 32 and 37. 32 and 37. That's the answer. What is the nth term of the sequence? To find the nth term of an arithmetic sequence, the formula is a plus n minus 1 d. A is the first number and d is the difference, common difference. So we write a is equal to 7 plus n minus 1 and d is 5. So this is 7 plus, don't multiply 7 by n, 5 is outside the bracket, not 7. So 5 times n is 5n, minus 5 multiply 1 is 5. So this is 5n, 7 minus 5 is plus 2. So this is 5n plus 2. What is the 50th term? Now we have everything here. A is 7, D is 5, and its saying is, so you can straight away write n is equal to in this term, or you can write in this one. So let's use this. 5n is 50th term plus 2. 5 times 50 is 250 plus 2, that is 252. We can use this formula also, a plus n minus 1d. This is a general formula and this is a particular formula for this question. So a is first term 7 plus n is 50th term, nth term, that is 50 minus 1, and d is 5. So that is 7 plus 49 multiply 5. So first you multiply 49 by 5. So 49 multiply 5 is 245. So 7 plus 245, and 245 plus 7 is 252. So either you use this method or you use this method. Find the LCM of 16 and 24. So 16 and 24. The common method is this. We divide it by 2. So 8 times 2 is 16 and 12 times 2 is 24. Again we divide it by 2. 8 divided by 2 is 4, 12 divided by 2 is 6. Again we divide it by 2. 2 multiply 2 is 4 and 2 multiply 3 is 6. Now there is not any common number. So what we are going to do is 2 times 1 is 2 and 3 will remain here. Then we divide it by 3. 1 will remain as it is. 3 times 1 is 3. So we have got this. So our LCM is, we multiply these numbers. So that is 2 multiply 2 multiply 2, multiply 2, multiply 3. Sometimes we write this as 2 is to the power 1, 2, 3, 4 multiply 3, or sometimes we write it as that is 2 times 4 is 16 multiply 3, that is 48. So answer is 48. Find the HCF. Now HCF, again there are so many methods to find HCF. This is up to this point, it's dividing all the number. This 2 is not dividing this 3. So HCF is the multiplication of this number. So HCF will be 2 multiply 2 multiply 2, that is 8. This is the first method. Second method is multiply numbers and divide it by LCM. So multiply number is 16 multiply 24 and divide by LCM, that is 48. So we know that double of 24 is 48. So it's 2, and 2 can be cancelled by 6. 8 times 2 is 16. So this is 8. By this method you can find LCM also. For example, if I know the HCF and I have to find the LCM, so multiply numbers and divide by HCF. So that is the way to find LCM also. So multiply number is 16 multiply 24 and we divide it by HCF is 8. Now 8 times 3 is 24 and 16 times 3 is 48. So you can find LCM. If you know HCF, you can find LCM. If you know LCM, you can find HCF. Now there's another method to find HCF. So HCF of 16 and 24. So we subtract the number 24 minus 16, that is 8. Now this 8 is the highest number which can be the HCF, but let's try. We have 3 factors of 8. 2 multiply 2 multiply 2 is 8. We divide it by 2. So this is 12 and this is 8. So we consider this. Again divided by 2. That is 6 and this is 4. So this is also there. Then again divided by 2. This is 3 and this is 2. Now we cannot divide furthermore. So this is 3. So 2 multiply 2 multiply 2. That will be 8. So I have shown you 3 methods to find HCF. A triangle has one angle 45. Let's say this is 45. And the another is of 65. Let's say this is 65. What is the size of the third angle in this triangle? So we know that the sum of all 3 angles of a triangle is 180 degree. So this is 45, 65. This is, so we add it, 45 plus 65. We add it and subtract it from 180. 180 minus 110. So that is 70. So this angle is 70. A pentagon has two right angles and two angles of 110 degree. Suppose this is the right angle 90 degree. This one is 90 degree. And two angles 110 degree. This is 110 and this is 110. What is the size of the fifth angle of the pentagon? We have to find this x. We know that the sum of a quadrilateral is 360. But what is the sum of all the angles of a pentagon? For any polynomial, the easiest way to find the sum of all the angles of a triangle is any polynomial is to check how many triangles are there. For example, this is a one triangle, this is a two triangles, so total it is having, you can see that this figure is having 1, I'm making a rough drawing, 2, and this is roughly this is the third one. So 3 triangles, and the sum of all angle of a triangle is 180. So there are 1, 2, 3 triangles. When you draw the triangle, you start from one point. 1, 1, 2, 3. You're not supposed to start 1, then 2, then 3, then 4. Just make any one a starting point. So 180 multiplied 3 is 540. Now let's see how many angles are there. So we have 110 plus 110 plus 90 plus 90. So 110 plus 90 is 200. 110 plus 90 is 200. So total sum is 400. And it is supposed to be what? 540. So x will be 540 minus 400. So x will be 140 degree. In the same way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If we have to know the sum of the interior angles of this polynomial, so it will be, let's count how many triangles are there. 1 triangle, that is 2 triangles, this is 3 triangles, and this one is 4. So simply you do 180 times, so that is 720. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides, the sum is 720. That's how we calculate this. Number 34, A part, expand. Expand means remove this bracket. How we remove it? We multiply 4 by this, and then we multiply 4 by this. So if there are 2 terms in a bracket, there will be 2 multiplication. So we multiply this. So that is 4 multiply 6f. And we multiply 4 multiply 3. And in between the sign is negative. 4 multiply 6 is 24. Just write f. And minus 4 multiply 3 is 12. So it will be 24f minus 12. That is called expansion or expand. Expand means remove the brackets. Factorizing means add the brackets. For example, the next question is, now factorize. So you have to find out what is the common. So 6y square. 6 can be written as 2 multiply 3 is 6. And y square can be written as, I am putting dot for the multiplication, y square can be written as y multiply y. So y multiply y is y square, 3 times 2 is 6 plus 33. We all know that 3 times 11 is 33, multiply y. Now we have to check which is common here. 2 is here but 2 is not here. 3 is here and 3 is here. Y is here and y is here. So what is common? 3 and y. Now we use the bracket because we have to factorize it. 2y plus 11. So 3y and 2y plus 11. So that is the factorization. So as I told you, expand means remove brackets, factorize fully, insert brackets, and solve means find number or value of unknown. Now in this question, you know 4, you know 9, you know 40, but you don't know k. So we have to find the value of this k. How we are going to find this? This is 4k minus 9 is equal to 40. This is minus 9. If I take this 9 here, it will be plus 9. So I can write this 4k is equal to 40 plus 9. That is 49. Now how to remove this k? We divide it by 4. So this 4 will cancel. The k will be 49 divided by 4. You can write it in a mixed fraction. You can write it in the decimals, or you can leave the answer like this. You can write in a mixed fraction 4 times 12 is 48. 48 plus 1, 49. So you can write this, or you can write it 12.14 is 0.25. So you can write any of the answer. But even if you write this answer, you will get full marks. Record the following data in an ordered stem and leaf diagram. A stem and leaf diagram is the unit numbers are written here and tens are written here. So let's see which numbers are tens. We have 3, 6, 4, 4, 5, 4, 3, 6, 5, 6, 4, 6. So we don't have 2, we have 3. So we write 3 here, then we write 4 here, then we write 5 here, and we write 6 here. So this is a stem and the leaf. Now check the number with 3, which is the smallest number. Let's see the number 3. We have this and this, only 2 numbers, so 31 and 35. So we will write 1 here and we will write 5 here. Now number 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 43, 45, 45, 49. 43, 45, 45 and 49. Now we have 5. For 5 we have this 1, 2, only 2 numbers, 56 and 50. 50 and 6. This is 5 and 9. 50 and 6. Now 6. We have 63, 65, 65, 61, 61, 63, 65, 65. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12 numbers here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We have 12 numbers here, so this is correct. So this is the diagram, and the key is the key is 25 means 25. So that is the key. So 43 means 43, 56 means 56, 50 means 50. Question number 36 is A1, Rene and Jacques shares $300 in the ratio of 8:4:3. How much Rene gets? So say this one is 8, this one is 4, and this one is 3. So total, that is 8 plus 4 plus 3, that is 15. So this is 8 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 part. This is 4 part. 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is 3 parts. 1, 2 and 3. So total these are 15 parts. Now Jacques shares, and total is 300. So total money we have 300. If 300 divided into 15 parts, so one part is 300 over 15. 15 times 2 is 30. So one part is 20. 20, 20, 20, all 20. Rene is here. Eight part is this. Rene is having 1, 2, 3, 4 part is for Rene. 4 parts. One part is 20. So what will be Rene's share? She is having 4 part. Each part is 20. So her share will be 80. What is 12 out of 40 as percentage? 12 out of 40. Whenever you get marks, how you write it? 39 out of 40, 60 out of 90. So 12 out of 40. If you convert it to percentage, you just multiply by 100. In the same way, you can calculate your mark. Suppose you get 27 out of 30. You multiply by 100, you will get the percentage. So we can cancel this. 120 by 4 is, that is 30%. Decrease 65 kg by 15%. Suppose this is 60 kg and we are decreasing this 15%. So remaining is 85%. So this we are decreasing. So 60 multiply 85 over 100. So that is 51. You can also do 60 multiply 0.85. You will get 51. You can also get 15% of 60. 60 multiply 15 over 100. You will get 9. This part is 9. So the remaining part is 51. So you can use any of the method which you think is a easy. For the recurring decimals, we write it as x is equal to 0.141414. Now if I multiply it by 10, this 1 will come here. So 10x is equal to, this 1 will come here. So 0.41414141. Now you can see that after decimals the numbers are not same, so we have to multiply again by another 10. So this is 10x, so we multiplied by 100. Now this 4 will also come here, so this is 14 point. Now this is 1 4 1 4 1 4 1 4. So if I remove this line, you can see this is 4 4 1 1 4 4 1 1. If I subtract 100 minus x is 99x is equal to 14 minus 0 is 14. 1 minus 1 0. So all will be 0 0 0 0. So x will be 14 divide 99. This is 14 divide 99. So that is the answer for this question. Question number 38. A circle has a diameter 12 centimeter. So this is a diameter, this is center, and this one is 12 centimeter. This is diameter which is passing through center and ending on the circumference. So what is the circumference of this circle? We know that circumference is equal to pi d. So that is pi multiply 12. Pi is 3.14 or 22.7, but you can use it as, so you can get it 37.6, 37.7. They have not given anything up to 1 place of decimal or 2 place, so you can write this answer. What is the area of circle? We know that area of circle is pi r square. Here d is equal to 12. So r is the radius. This is r. So this is 6 centimeter. So radius is 6. So this is pi r square. It means r is 6 square. So pi multiply 36. So you can write your answer. You can write it straight away. 36 pi centimeter square, or you can use your calculator to multiply, and that will be 113. A shape is made by putting a semicircle on the top of a square. This is a square. This one is a square. And on the top of it, they have put a semicircle. The side of the square is 12 centimeter. It is exactly the same as our diameter of the circle. So in fact, what they have done, they have cut it and put it on the top of it. What is the perimeter of the shape? The perimeter of a circle is called circumference. So this is 12 pi. So the half of it will be 6 pi. So this is 6 pi. You can convert it into decimal. This is 6 pi plus 12 plus 12 plus 12. So this is 36 plus 6 pi. So if you use your calculator, that is 36 plus 6 pi is You can say up to 2 places of decimal 18.84. So that will be equal to 54.84. You will get mark for this answer, you will get marks for this answer also. What type of correlation is shown on this scattered diagram below? Now to know this correlation, let's have some correlation. Now when there is no correlation, the numbers are like this. So there is no correlation. When the correlation is there but low, so this is a low correlation. When the correlation is of like this, then we can say that this is a high correlation. If the correlation is following somehow a straight line, this kind of a correlation, then we say it's a perfect. If the correlation is a straight line but not exactly, if we have this kind of a correlation, we call it a positive. If we have a correlation in this direction, then we call it negative correlation, and then the partial. So this correlation is a positive correlation. So a student must know this 6 type of correlations. If it is a curve, then a curve correlation. But in your syllabus, you should know about these 6 types of correlations. Work out the length of the unknown side. I told you in earlier examples, when this L is there or the square is there at the where two lines meets, it means the lines are perpendicular. So this is a 90 degree. So it means this is a right angle triangle, and in a right angle triangle, the side opposite to this angle is always the bigger side. To find this bigger side, you square these two sides, you add it. So we square this side and we square this side. So that is 36 plus, so this is 196. So that is 232. So if this side is x, so we can write x is equal to root. You can write this as answer, or you can find the root of 232. That is 15.23 centimeter. The only thing is to remember is this is the bigger side. If this side is given, this sign will be minus. If this side is not given, this sign will be plus. Now next part B is work out the length of the side label H. Now this is a right angle triangle, but to use Pythagoras theorem, at least you need two sides. Here only one side is given. Now we use this sine, cos and tan rule. If this is the angle, this is opposite, this is adjacent, and this is hypotenuse. Now this is opposite and this is, the hypotenuse is not given, he is not even asking hypotenuse. We know in sine it is hypotenuse, in cos it is hypotenuse, but tangent of 60, tan theta is equal to opposite over adjacent. Here opposite is h and the adjacent is 5. So in fact it says that tan 60 is equal to h over 5. This is one, we cross multiply, the 5 tan 60 is equal to h. So h will be 5. Tan 60 is 1 point, you can use your calculator to find this, 1.732. So you multiply it by 5, you will get 8.66, or you can write it 8.7, any value you can write. So this is 8.6 centimeter. Question number 41 is make T the subject. So this is C plus, C is equal to, not C plus, it's saying C is equal to 4T plus 3. We have to make T as a subject, means we remove everything whatever is with the T. First we remove this 3, we take 3 this side, so it will become C minus 3 is equal to 4T. Now we have 4 with this T, we have to remove it, so divide all by 4. So now T is equal to C minus 3 over 4. Now part B, 4x plus 3 is less than 18. My advice to you is work it as an equation. So 4x plus 3 is equal to 18. Now you take 3 this side. So 4x is equal to 18 minus 3. So 4x is equal to 18 minus 3 is 15. So x is equal to 15 over 4. So now you are going to change all the sign of equality with the sign given in this equation. So if you want to show that you're working, so just copy this and you can write this, 4x plus 3 is less than 18. Let 3 go this side, so it will be minus 3. So 4x is less than 15. Divide both sides by 4. So x is less than 15 over 4. So your answer is x is less than. Had there been a negative sign, imagine this is a negative sign. Now this sign would have been changed. So x would have been then minus 15 over 4. So that is the only condition you have to remember. If it is negative, then the sign will change from greater than to less than. Otherwise it will remain the same. Now the part C is write as a single fraction. 3a over 5 plus 2a over 7. Now for this kind of equations, we know that there is no LCM less than their product. So 5 and 7, let's make it, so 5 times 7 is 35. So you multiply this. Then you multiply this. This is a cross multiplication and this is a very easy method. Just you have to do 3 multiplication. 5 times 7 is 35. 7 times 3 is 21a plus the sign 5 times 2 is 10a. So that is 31a over 35. Question number 42. Draw the straight line graph with a gradient 2 m is 2, and the intercept on y-axis, we call it c, is -1. We know that equation of line is y is equal to mx plus c. This gradient is m and this intercept is c. So we can replace this m by 2. So we will write this y is equal to 2x and c is -1. So instead of this c, we will write -1. So this is our equation of the line. Now how we make the graph? So we need 2 points at least. So if x is equal to 0, we put this 0. So y will be -1. So the point will be x is 0, y is -1. So where is this point? X is 0 and y is -1. This is our point. Now if we put x is equal to 1, so 2 times 1 is 2 minus 1 is 1. So another point is 1 and 1. So it will be 1 and 1. So 1 and 1 is this. So the graph will be this is the graph for y is equal to 2x minus 1. Whenever the gradient and the intercept, y-intercept is given, it's always on y-axis. The intercept is always, it is never on x-axis, y-axis. So our equation is we replace m and c. If m is 5 and c is 2, the equation will be y is equal to 5x plus 2. So that's how we write the equation of a line, and then we draw the graph. Work out the estimate of mean height. So this is a height and this is a frequency. Now student get confused here that here there are two things. If it is written there 100, h is greater than equal to 100 and less than 120. Now the class width is 100 to 120, that is 120 minus 100, it is 20. Midpoint that is 120 plus 110 over 2 and 120 plus 100, 120 plus 100, so that is 110. Now which one you are going to use for the mean? We have these two things and we have to calculate. For the mean you always use midpoint. Don't get confused. For the mean we have nothing to do with the class width. For the mean we calculate only the midpoint. Now the midpoint of 100 and 120 is 110. 120 and 140 is 130. 140 and 160 is 150, and 160 and 180 is 170. Now we multiply all the frequencies by midpoint. So 110 by 4 is 440. 130 multiply 9 is 130 multiply 9, that is 1170. 15 multiply 11, I told you how to multiply, that is 1650, 5 and 1 6, and 17 times 6 is, sorry, 170 times 6 is 1020. You add all this and you will get 4280, and the sum of the frequency is 40. So your mean will be 4280 divided by 40. So that is the answer. Divide by, the mean is not 40, the mean is the frequency, sorry, the frequency is, this is 20 and 10, 30 only, so that is 30. So the mean will be, you can write it like that, only 142, or in the decimal it will be 142.66 or 7, so you can write any answer. So the mean is, always remember, sigma fx over sigma f. X is midpoint. Most of the time students do mistakes. They do the mistake here. They multiply it by the class weight to get the mean. For the mean, you have to get the midpoint. Always remember this. This question is also the previous question. I can see so many questions are somehow repeated here. G is to the power 7 multiply G is to the power 3 divided by G is to the power 6. I told you when we multiply the same, we add. So it will be 7 plus 3. And we write G is to the power 6 like this. So this is G is to the power 10, 7 plus 3. When it is in a division, we write minus 6. So it will be G power 4. So the answer will be G is to the power 4. What is 25 to the power 0? 25 power 0 is 1. X power 0 is 1. A power 0 is 1. 1 power 0 is 1. 25 power 0 is 1. 13.2 power 0 is 1. 7 over 9 power 0 is, anything power 0 is 1. This is a very important rule, you must remember this. Part C. 3.1 multiply 10 to the power 5 multiply 4.2 multiply 10 to the power 2. Now these are the same numbers. So we can calculate 3.1 multiply 4.2. In your calculator you will get it 13.2. Multiply 10 is to the power 5 plus 2. So we can write this as 13.2 multiply 10 is to the power 7. But we have to write it in a standard form. Now standard form is decimal. The standard form is not 73.65 or 240.78. The standard form is, after first digit there should be a decimal. 7.9827. 3.2 into 10 to the power 6. After first non-zero digit there is a decimal. That is a standard form. So now we have a decimal here, so we have to bring this decimal here. If we move this side, we increase. So it will be 1.32 multiplied 10 is to the power 8. So that is the answer for this. A packet contains 500 seeds. Total 500. The probability that each seed germinates is 0.95%. No, 0.95. It's not in percent, it's probability. Suppose probability is half. Then we know that 250 seeds germinated. Half is 0.5. If it is 1/4, then 125 would have germinated. That is 1/4 is 0.25. So simply if you multiply 500 into 0.5, you will get 250. If you multiply 500 by 0.25, you would have got 125. But here it is 0.95. So what you are supposed to do? 500 multiply 0.95. So that is, it is equal to 475. How many seeds are expected to germinate? 475 out of this. Now, Brian plants 2 of the seeds. Complete the tree diagram to show that the probability that they germinate. So if they germinate 0.95, not germination, the probability of not going to germinate is not 5, 0.05. The sum of these are supposed to be 0.95 plus 0.05 is equal to 1. Don't do a mistake by writing 5 here. Now second seed, again the same, 0.95 for germination and not germination 0.05, not germination 0.05. So that is the end of summer 2017 PSN and Excel Lower Secondary Mathematics Year 9 paper. Hope you have learned the new tricks. The main thing for this paper is how to do the question in short, saving time, so that those questions you need more time, you will be able to solve those questions. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe my channel Maths Rag. See you next time with another paper.